Hey. 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 Yo, what's going down, my only vibes family? I'm J Flow.
And I'm SGN.
Together we are
My Only Vibes.
What's going on today, family? Hey, I'm very excited, guys, to bring to you another episode today, and the topic is
Q&A, guys.
Q&A.
Questions and
answers. You got questions, we got
answers, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
At the very least, we have some responses, some critical responses for you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, we posted, every week we're going to post on our Instagrams kind of a request for questions, and if you have any pressing, burning questions, the more specific, the better, that you want us to answer on our channel, our podcast, we are more than happy to do so, because remember, ultimately, we're here just to share information, guys.
Yes, sir, let's get this started.
Yeah, let's get it. What's the
We
first
got
question?
a question, and it's, what movie makes you cry the most?
Damn. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I don't really cry. Like, I'm not a crier. And maybe I need to see my therapist over that, because I've internalized a lot of things. But there are two movies that come to mind when I get sentimental and emotional. The first one is Toy Story.
Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The original, man.
Okay.
Toy Story 1. That movie makes me emotional and sentimental because it takes me back to my childhood. And I feel like I can relate to Buzz a lot, man. Because throughout my life, I moved a lot. You know, I moved countries, I moved cities, I moved schools a lot. And you get to a point where, like, you feel like you don't belong. Like, you're not always fully accepted, or like you always gotta, you know, when he first meets Woody, and he's like, you can't fly. He's like, I can fly over, you can't fly. And they just kind of start fighting. And he's like, that was, and then he does like his little pirouette, like around the ceiling fan or whatever it is. And then he's like, that wasn't, Woody tells him, that wasn't flying, that was falling with style, right? Remember? So dealing with haters, like I felt like, because like I have no filter, man. Like when I get to a place and I really like something, or I really like a person, I want to talk to them, I want to engage, I want to just be a part of that energy. But I learned as I got older that not everyone likes that. Not everyone is just quick to let you into their city, their town, their circle. So I've always had to kind of fight my way into spaces, and that movie makes me emotional in that way. It makes me like, damn, like you gotta be a fighter, man.
Yeah, definitely. My favorite movie, out of the millions that I do have, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about Inglourious Basterds, just because it's like it's history written in the eyes of the people that were like being mainly killed during that time. And so it was just really dope. I mean, Quentin Tarantino is a mad scientist, you know, in the department of film. And so Inglourious Basterds was just amazing in every way possible. Next question.
Sick.
When did you guys meet? How did you meet?
I feel like we met, what was it, like 2016?
Let's go ahead and say,
Pretty sure it was 2016, like fall 16.
yeah.
Right? Fall 16. So I think we met fall 16 in the Jordan High School in Watts, like the Animal College Prep Teachers Lounge.
Some real gangster shit.
This one was like the most serious, like, just eat my lunch, homie. Just like the most serious colleague that you never met. And I think I just like, I asked you a question or something. I forget.
Well, I think what might have happened was we were discussing mostly something that was like some
urban education, political problem or something.
Yeah, and then I kind of gave my interpretation of the issue, the problem, and then you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're like,
this guy can actually think.
This guy's kind of looks like me, and he's kind of smart.
Yeah, I was like,
he has some education.
Yeah, you know what, man? Like, I get really upset when people give opinions just based on their favorite rappers, like barbershop response.
Weak.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fucking lame, bro.
I think
it's too basic.
I think it's cool that you like that pop culture figure, but you shouldn't take all of your political, intellectual, philosophical, methodological ways of being from some fool that like.
Especially not T.I.
Doesn't. Hey, T.I.'s a smart guy, man.
Dude, okay. Let's just talk about it real quick. T.I. is dope. T.I. is dope.
I'm not dissing rappers though. I'm not dissing rappers. What I'm saying is just pop culture figures.
Yeah.
Like my point here is that hey, I like T.I., bro. I like T.I.
Dude, he's cool, dog, but
Expeditiously, bro.
But he tries to like on his podcast, like he tries really hard to overly seem intellectual.
Oh, does he?
And he has like very, very intelligent people.
Okay.
Not only in his show, but he's been on like a lot of platforms.
Okay.
Where he gets absolutely creamed, bro.
Oh yeah.
Because he's not like an academic. He's
Right.
hella street smart. He's a great entrepreneur.
Right.
He's got all that shit. I'm sure he's brilliant in his own way.
Yeah.
But when someone from the streets that doesn't know how to work with words the same way that
he's not a wordsmith. He can't fully articulate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He can't go versus Cornel West and stop on Cornel West.
Gotcha.
Like Cornel West will obliterate him in a millisecond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the reason why I brought that up, I forgot why I brought that up. I'm sorry.
And we're just having fun here, guys. But my point was that, like, pretty much when I met this guy, I was like, okay, he actually reads. Like, he has an informed opinion, right? And I truly admire that because I think that's a dead art. Like, I don't think people are really doing their research, right? Like, I don't think people are listening to that podcast and then going back and Googling the author and reading the book and maybe even fact checking that author or corroborating evidence. Like, to corroborate evidence, it basically means to confirm or disconfirm its validity, right? And that's not a fancy way of saying like know what you're saying. That's like real talk. Like, okay, he's telling me that it's raining crickets outside. Let me go outside and check. Okay, I see crickets. But now I have his word, my visual experience with that, but am I going to get a third evidence? I'm sorry, a third source rather. You get what I'm saying? Am I going to go call my wife and be like, hey babe, can you tell me if it's truly raining crickets? I feel like a lot of people aren't doing that. And I know oftentimes we don't have time to do that, but for me, the reason why I feel like we became friends around like, I think we share common values pretty much on like most of the big stuff. I don't know if we agree on every single thing, and I don't think you should agree on every single thing.
That would be pretty much impossible if you think about it.
That would be a clone of yourself, bro. That's whack.
It would be boring. It would be incredibly boring. I wouldn't be here, and I'd probably just like, I would just stay home.
Yeah, I think for me it was like, look, common values, intelligent, and like just like a cool homie.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, definitely. So that's how we met, guys. We met at ACPA 4 years ago, and never really looked back from there. Okay, let's go with a next question. What are your thoughts on the way things are in our world? Let me explain. People making money off of YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and other online things. Do you think it will continue? Or what is something new that you might think will come along?
Damn, bro, that guy's okay. Who asked that, man?
That's the ___ Sol ___
I know exactly who that is. That's a young scholar right there. That's a smart kid, bro. I know exactly who that is. I'm not gonna put their identity out there for obvious reasons, but all right, so your question is, what are our thoughts on the YouTube economy? I guess the content creation, influencer.
Yes, sir. Instagram, TikTok, etc.
Well, there's so many ways we can tackle this question, dog. For me, I would say, at first glance, I think it's dope. If you're a millennial, if you belong to Gen Z, it's dope because you see that 16-year-old kid driving a Lambo, making millions, like making it rain and doing all these stupid TikTok videos. So like you're like, damn, bro, that could be me. That's so sick, bro. So I think from a creative sort of like self-made fame kind of situation, it's cool, it's enticing. But I also think that it's very dangerous, man. Let me tell you why.
Explain.
Because a lot of kids don't have talent.
Ooh, so isn't that what TikTok's for?
A lot of it's the dumping ground for talentless people. Maybe. I don't mean that disrespectfully, bro. I really do mean it like by the time your kid is maybe 15, 16, like hopefully they will have developed some type of generalized interest in something to the point that they can do it more than like 4 or 5, 6 hours a day. Like some kids do football, right? Some kids do music, right? They're in the orchestra, or they're in the jazz band, or whatever. Other kids do mock trial. Like I think in America we do have like that gift and that curse that we have so many damn resources. Like we have so much going on, right? Like our kids are so busy, right? Like there's so much to do after school, right? That sometimes you don't find your purpose. But going back to the YouTube, Instagram thing, I think it's such a saturated, like oversaturated economy that like a lot of kids just want to get in front of the camera and do some stupid video, and if it doesn't pop off, they're pissed off, you know? They're pissed off that like your fifth video didn't go viral, and it's like, damn homie, you literally like you literally have done no research. Like no one's really guiding you in this. And I speak from experience because I've done my research, bro. I've done my homework. I've done my homework. And everyone who has over 10 million subs, 20 million subs, those people have over 1,000 easily pieces of well curated content online across Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, iTunes, whatever, you name it, TikTok. You feel me? I can name like 5 people off the top of my head. Jordan Harbinger's one. Casey Neistat's another. The Rap Brad's another. FaZe Rug, Ninja, Nick 830. I mean, I'm already at 6. Keep track. Those people, bro, they have one thing in common, and that is that they have thousands of pieces of well curated, nicely articulated, nically packaged and developed content that they put out into the world. How they did it, I don't know. I'm not in their pocket. I'm not in their background. But for kids that are seeing this, like, oh my gosh, like I want to be this person, but they don't want to put in the work. That's the dangerous part. Like, my boy, you don't have talent, and you're sitting here talking smack to this other homie who's already dropped 500 videos, and it's just weird. It's creating this really weird, really strange kind of like cloud chasing. I don't know, man.
Just don't fall into the trap, bro, of thinking that you're gonna easily be able to make it. Right? Don't get me wrong. It's a random person that sets off an interesting video for the first time, and it takes off and it has millions of views, but that is like hitting a lottery ticket. It's not going to be everyone.
But even they fizzle out, dog. Unless they follow it up.
Unless they actually have some skill, right? And they kind of get into it. But the idea, guys, that I want to go ahead and fortify, kind of coming right behind that, is like,
don't be low tech.
Not only that, but just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Like, if it's truly something that's your calling, you're gonna do it regardless of whether it's getting 1 million views or 100. So just do it, let it make you happy, and just kind of like move on from there.
Yeah, you're saying don't do it for the gram.
Exactly. Don't do it for others. Do it for yourself.
Yeah, straight up. Like this podcast, we're doing it for people like us, I think.
Yeah. The next part of that question was, what is something new that you think may come along?
Dang,
I think that's a powerful, second component to that question. But essentially, guys, like, next up is virtual reality in my perspective, to the point where you might mess around and feel like you're in here. Yeah, definitely. Like, if you activate the virtual reality setting, you can hang out with J-Fo and Scholar Gamer Nerd.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So
AR, artificial intelligence, virtual reality.
Yep. I think that's next, guys. It's coming around the corner. I don't know how long from now. I'm not in the tech world or anything like that, but I have a feeling that's gonna come up. You ready for the next question?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, what motivates you the most?
I would say for me, bro, number one is family. Like, my family, like my desire to help my mom, my sister, my wife, people that I love. Definitely that. Like me trying to show them that, like, hey, you can come from this really tough situation and make big things happen. That really motivates me. Secondly, my students, like people that and my homies, like my pretty much my audience, my people that love me and people that rock with me and my ideas. They motivate me because they make me want to be a better person. Like, they make me want to carry myself in a way that like I can teach them something, but they can also teach me stuff. So like those who I interact and build with. And lastly, man, like just humanity, bro. I think humans are very complex beings, very complex creatures, but we also have a lot of beautiful abilities that we can maximize and figure out so as to not self-destruct.
Absolutely. Something that motivates me, guys, is something as simple as you. Like, you're listening to this right now. That's making me feel powerful. It's making me feel like I have purpose. It's making me feel like I can really go somewhere with this, right? And my motivations change every day. That's the beautiful thing about being a human being is that.
Does that make you fake?
No. How does that make me fake? It makes me real.
But let me follow up though, because I hear this a lot. Like, you changed. You switched up.
Yeah, I think it's important to change.
So what how do you mitigate that, bro? How do you encourage all the young homies out there and homegirls and home exes, like anybody out there who like wants to evolve, wants to change, but is too scared to do so because of their peer pressures, especially if they're like in high school or college?
I think the only constant thing in life is change. So if you're not changing, that means that you're basically not existing. And so I've never met anyone, actually I have, but for the most part, change is part of life, bro. You know, our nature changes with the seasons, right? Yeah. We're part of nature too.
For real.
We can't always be happy. We can always be sad. We're always continually changing, right? And so my inspiration, it comes from you guys, from myself, from my own passion to transform myself into a better man, a better human being, and so on and so forth. The last question. The last question.
Yeah, what is it?
Is Tapatio or Valentina?
Who asked that? I love that question.
Mamacita.
Hey, shout out to Sylvia. Dang, that's a. You want to go first?
Yeah, let's go ahead with Chamoy, homie.
Hey.
Nah.
Chamoy with limon.
Nah, let's see. Tapatio, Valentina, they're both pretty bomb, but because Tapatio is more accessible for some reason, I'll go with Tapatio.
I'm gonna go with, I call it Young Tap, homie.
Young Tap. Hey, anyways.
Hey, that was a good Q&A.
Guys, that was our first Q&A, guys. I hope you guys keep participating. It's super cool, man. We wanna feed you guys more knowledge. Shoot us more questions. I'll catch you guys next time.
Wow! Thank you guys, for real.